Hello, welcome to the live show today, Lachlan's live show, Friday show. I was back yesterday with a Thursday show, my usual break people news. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's show. Now I'm gonna just go to the other news, the RTE news, the RTE Independent news, the business news. I was gonna talk about first today. Horrendous for the workers and a complete shock. Fears for more than 500 jobs as Limerick Whitehead plant announced its closure. That was to do with that will closure there, more than 500 jobs. Wheat nutritious infant formula factory in Limerick, a high-tech research and development fast at the same site in Eskeaton. White is one of the most mid-region major employers and a huge buyer of Irish dairy. Regrettably, today's announcement means approximately 542 colleagues will be placed at risk of redundancy. The Limerick plant was part of food giant Nestle's acquisition of Pfizer Nutrition in 2012. So that was a major thing there, and it was on the RTE News as well about it. That was thing. And then on the entertainment news, which I didn't go near yesterday, it just says more about Colleen Rooney's authorised regretted tell all misses out on silliness, and that was to do with a trial as well. Ellie Goulding receives a Phrases of Ellie Award from Trinity College Dublin, I see. And then even the dream catering of Saoirse Ronan and Paul Mescal can't rescue this dystopian drama. And that was the film there that Paul Mescal is in, and I'm not sure what the Wildfowl throws around some big ideas. It's an unusual film, and that is that film then on that. And then it says more about the reckoning. The BBC's Jimmy Savile's drama got a lot of criticism, but not all of it was deserved. I looked at myself, three parts about Jimmy Savile. Stephen Coogan is really something acting in it, I think myself, the way he plays it. It's not a very good part to play, but it is a good drama. I can tell you that. I was went to see the Miracle Club as well there the last day. It was good. It was a good story there about three women that went to Lourdes, and it was very good. I thought myself now, and some people might like it, but it was a good film, and the acting in it was good. And then there's more about viewers continue to tune out of Yachty's Late Late Show as figures rating revealed. He's still getting good ratings, I think myself. I think the show is good. Everything about it is good. His ratings then have figured off the October the 13th. He started off with 30k, 548k, September the 22nd. September the 29th, 486k, and October the 6th, 548k, and that was the ratings. And then on October the 13th, the rating then is 45kk. But RT are pretty happy with the ratings there. It is going to go up and down depending on guests that's on the show. And it is a good show. The and all is good. Donald Trump's confidence in fraud trial crumbled as visible of strain of stress emerged. That is on that thing. And then I was just going to go to the international news then before I go anywhere else. Manchester area bomber in murdered 22 innocent people in suicide attack. Inquest rules. That is on that case. And then at least 7 British nationals dead and 9 missing since latest Israel-Hamas conflict began. And there's a lot of there's Irish, I'm sure, that's mixed up with it as well. At least 7 British nationals have been killed. The latest figures come just a day after Rishi Sunak told MPs at least 6 people died and a further 10 were missing. Gaza is under siege and has been bombarded with airstrikes after Hamas militants from the territory launched a surprise attack on Israel on September the 7th of October. Hamas militants captured 199 hostages and brought them back to Gaza as part of the attack. Israel said 1,400 of its citizens were killed in the weekend raid. It's terrible, really, the war in both in Israel and Ukraine. It's out of control. I don't think there should be any war anywhere. It's terrible. And then rare word warning for exceptional rainfall and 7 miles per hour winds possible. Storm Babel to hit UK, which is hitting Ireland, as I say. Cork weather. And then Ryanair boss claims air traffic control engineers were watching TV at home amid bank holiday flight chaos. That's according to Mr. Michael O'Leary there. And Stonebait will be unprecedented under the big warning there. And it just says more then about Stonebabel causes flooding in Ireland, which I know about there. And that's on the Sky News thing. And then on the World News, more about the protest spread across Middle East as Lebanon warns of containment escalation in war. It's getting out of hand. And then Biden risky mission could threaten his authority if he does not prove critics wrong, says Dominic Workon. What we know about the Gaza hospital explosion, more about the article. It's about the war a lot on Sky News there, and it's very mixed. It's out of control, as I say. That is then the main thing that's on Sky News then at the moment. And science technology, Musk X tests making new users pay to posts. That's on Twitter. And New York mayor uses audio deepfakes to call residents in languages he doesn't speak. That is then on that thing. And then new weight loss drugs explained. There's a thing for losing weight. And that's then on the Sky News. That is the news then on that. I just thought the journal I didn't touch. On my other show yesterday, I went at the Irish Independent, but I'm sure the news won't change much there if I was given a chance. Then on the journal, more on the journal, I discuss that every day, the journal, mostly there. Then on the journal, it just says army deployed to Middleton after Cork town becomes impassable due to extreme flood. Just shows you a picture of a boat and trying to get out of the shops. That's then. And then more about Mr. Biden secures aid route on the journal, and that was on Sky as well, on the Sky News. I see. It just says more about that article. What it says is, Akam leaves Ireland with his 8-year-old son. Uh, No, that's a different article. Actually, U.S. President Joe Biden has backed Israel's account of an explosion at a hospital in Gaza last night during an 8-hour flight visit to the country. I saw that myself. It was on the news. Biden said today that based on the information we've seen to date, it appears it was a result of an erratic rocket fired by a terrorist group on Gaza. The Hamas-run Gaza health minister has said at least 407 people were killed in the explosion. The minister says the explosion was caused by an Israel airstrike. So that is then, it's on the journal there as well. And then I see this story about Mr. Trump there, which I read it out? I don't know. Women arrested after trying to get close to Donald Trump at civil case. Now that is that. A woman has been arrested after she stood up at former Trump civil trial and walked towards the front of the court where he was sitting. The woman, later identified as a court employee, retreated after a court officer told her to return to her seat. Short time later, officers escorted the woman out of a Manhattan courtroom and arrested her. She was charged with contempt of court. Mr. said the woman had been yelling out to Trump that she wanted to help. Though the reporters in the court did not hear her raise her voice, she was later heard screaming in the court as officers removed her from the building. It's a long time coming, really, that someone would do that. Mr. Trump, he is a dangerous man, as I was saying there, the most dangerous man on the planet, and I have said this several times on my podcast about Mr. Trump. I don't think I'll say much more about it. I'm getting sick and tired of ever saying the same thing and no one paying attention to what I'm saying. So that and then did I go with the Irish Times? I'm not sure that. I'll just see what's on the front of the Irish Times here for you, which is before I wind this show up. Cork flooding army deployed in aid of relief after several towns inundated by Storm Babel. It's a terrible storm. Biden says Israel will allow humanitarian aid to cross from Egypt into southern Gaza. I saw him on the news. He was getting off the plane, and seemed to go well the meeting, and that's what I saw on the news. And Irish MPs criticise von der Leyen as she leaves debate without taking questions. That was the and more about Nestles to shut down County Limerick infant formula plant with loss of 542 jobs. And that was then on that. I was just gonna read out then a bit of an ad here. It's a if I can get it up on it there, it seems to change a lot. So uh so we'll get that in a minute. I'll come back to that. So I was just gonna go down to I went to the Sky News. Coming soon. I'm not sure whether I go to coming soon. I normally there's a bit of news on coming soon. I was looking at it earlier on there on the paper, and there was a bit of news on it. All right, it just says it's a wonderful knife poster teases sci-fi holiday slasher starring Justin Long about that film. And Desperate Road Review, Mel Gibson drama features strong performance by Mel Gibson in that film. And then Expendable franchise Steelbook collection release status of special feature then on that. And Daniel Radcliffe responds to MCU Wolverine rumors. That is the latest then on that, on the rumors of Wolverine. And that was then on that. So I just thought I'd look up something then on Facebook, which it's an advertisement actually for a film group. They're looking for actors. They put it up a casting call. If I can get it, it just says on this advertisement. It's from the students here and myself as well. Actors wanted for multiple film projects. Address 151 Thomas Street, The Liberties, Dublin D8 B and Dublin, and it's for Monday, November the 13th. It's starting at 12. If possible, the time could have changed, but that's the advertisement then for that. It just says the advertisement then is myself and the other film students, Ben Duffy there, myself and the other students at Biffy are doing an open casting call next month. If anyone is looking for roles to potentially get the names out there on the festive circus, don't be afraid to sign up. And the article, it's doing well. I think it's got a good few there so far. So I just wish there I was involved as well. I'm involved as well in that project. So if you want to get in contact there and the thing, it's on Facebook as well. It's on Film Theatre, and that's then on that. It just says about it there, the advertisement. If you want to sign up to Circuit there, I just thought I'd read it out anyway. The advertisement there, an open call, got talent audition, and it's on November the 13th, starting 12. So and it's on Facebook, Film and Theatre Auditions Production Ireland. There's an ad there for on that. So I just thought I'd mention that. So thanks anyway. And then on the Twitter, I was just gonna see what's tweeting there. It just says Belfast Telegraph. This is the news on the Belfast Telegraph. 200 new homes to be built in County Antrim after council approves planning. That's on that. And then Richard Garland then is writing it. This is what it comes down to: online safety and protection of vulnerable people who have just had right to engage in public discourse as anyone else. That's then on that. And then watch Michael Ellis MP, an evil terrorist organisation was its due. That's on that. Andrew Lew wrote that. I'm not sure then what that's about. And then on that, Westmead GEA, West under 20 football and hurling management appointments. Damien Gavin on Westmead under 20 football and Kevin O'Brien as Westmead under 20 hurlers. That's on that backroom team to be announced. And then the latest tweet, then I was just scrolling. There's quite a good few tweets that come in every day. It just says JG Waterspoons have engaged the services of Savills and CIA to sell their pub group's Irish region portfolio of licensed property in Cork. And then Mark Hamill is tweeting as well on this 4 minutes ago. He has hands. Raise your hand if you are voting against Trump in 2024. I want everyone to follow you, which I be in favour myself. Perfectly honest, I don't. I'm surprised that no one took a pop shot at him. That's what I'd say anyway. Uh, and then, should Ireland supporters put aside old division and back England in the Rugby World Cup semi-final? And a question mark for News Talk have put that in place. And that's Garda have urged to clamp down on people using fireworks in the run-up to Halloween. And then Vertigo releasing It Lives Inside, a new film that's coming out. And then News Talk, Kira and Shane, they bring up the same thing about Israel, Cork flooding. That's shows tweeting. And Robbie Butler, brilliant event with Parent Northern Ireland Stormont, where they launched the impact of financial hardship of single and separate parents. So that's all the things that's tweeting at the moment. I do that every week, just to be up with the times there of tweeting and thing. I just thought I'd come back with another podcast anyway. There's league matches being played as well in England. It's back to the usual stuff there in England. The Champions League, the Premier Division, and then Bray are playing. So I'll give you another preview of their matches again as they happen. But I just thought I'd make a quick podcast today and come back with another podcast on Friday. Of course, the Late Late Show is on tonight. I wonder who we'll have on today tonight. The set looks breathtaking. I don't know, does everyone? I look at it anyway to see what's up to date and what's on the show. The entertainment section is quick. There's a few films out this week as well. The Robert De Niro film is out. The new Martin Scorsese film, which it's 3 hours and a half, but it'd be worth seeing it. I see the camera work and everything in it is good. So I just thought I'd come back on another podcast and I just say goodbye to you for you now. There's only 2 more shows left, and I hope you enjoy my Friday show today. And thanks for listening. Goodbye.